What's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in once again. And as always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, so this came out in the news that if y'all remember the Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian relationship, well, the way these stories came out, it looks like Mr. Davidson is the one who actually broke up with Kim Kardashian. Now, if you ever pay attention to these relationships, a lot of times when it comes to dating, it seems like the men will be the one who, breaks up with the woman. Let's say with this here, what was that? Michael B. Jordan, stuff like people like that, couples like that. But when it comes to marriage, it seems like the women are the one who dissolves a marriage. I mean, statistics show that 75% of all marriages, the divorce is initiated by the woman. So I mean, go figure. I guess it shows that men, if they feel there's nothing that can be had, beyond what it is in the relationship presently, they're just not going to marry. They'll end the relationship, or just say, hey, we can be done. But see, like once you're in the marriage, then it's the women who come out and say, I don't think I want to do this anymore. So what that shows me is when men commit, they commit. And women, you better take heed, or you better hold on, because men, as people try to say, don't like to commit. But when they do, they with you, right? So anyway, let's get into the story. This is from the U.S. Sun. It reads, better off, Pete Davidson dumped Kim Kardashian because she had too much baggage with wild ex Kanye West and 4 kids, pal believes. So I guess it's a speculation. But why would his pal believe this if there wasn't hints thrown out there that this is what's possibly going to happen? It said Pete Davidson's old friend and his Staten Island neighbor said he's better off without Kim Kardashian. And I'm gonna say, I believe the same thing. I mean, dude, he's like 20 something years old. She's 40 something years old. As a man, I don't see that working with somebody that much older than you. Maybe a few years, yeah. But when you talking, 15, 6, let's see, 11, 10, 8, 13, was that 20? Ooh, Lord, that's a lot. 11, 10, 8, 3, 23, no, 13. Is it 13 years? Hey, that's not too bad. But 13 years, I mean, that's a whole child, So, yeah, that's a whole child's age. So, I mean, teenage child. You kind of, straddling the fence, playing with reality just a little bit too much. But anyway, it said the pile of former Saturday Night Live funny man, 28, said he believes Pete called it quits with Kim, 41, because he had enough. It says, and they believe the long shadow of Kim's ex, Kanye West, 45, cast over the relationship, brought it to an end. This is why fellas out there tell other fellas, especially young guys who have not been married, who don't have kids, or hell, if you even do have kids, do not date a single mother. Do not marry a single mother. But I'll take it to the next step and say, don't do it if you have not got to know the children and or the father of the children. Because there's a lot of guys out there who feel that they have kids with a woman, so they done made babies with the woman, and a lot of them still feel that as time goes on, they can still go out there and clap them cakes, no matter who's there, because they made babies with this woman. So, or they feel they still got a little control over them. And you'll have women that say the same thing, like, hey, I got kids by you. You're going to always be my baby daddy. We're going to always have a connection. If I need to talk to you, you're going to answer the phone or whatever, this, that, and the third. Silly stuff. That don't even make sense. But it's the emotional part that they hold on to. And as it seems that Kanye, he's an emotional fella too. almost a little too emotional sometimes. But you stay away from some of these, you know what I'm saying, some single mothers, because they have thrown off baby daddies or ex-husbands or ex-boyfriends, whatever you call it. When them children are involved, people try to act like children aren't important. I know you got the people who just, plan B them whenever they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're changing draws and stuff like that, whatever. But children create a bond between the mother and father, whether they like it or not. Now, if they can't stand each other and don't want to be with each other, that's understood. But a father is going to try to find ways to be in his child's life, which means that he may just have to communicate or interact with the mother. And it's tough. I'll tell you that from experience. It's tough. But you have to learn how to communicate without emotion. Me, not an emotional person. I could do it. I would say it's tough for me, even for me, and I'm not really an emotional person. It's like, it's hard to, it's more of that I didn't want to deal with the mother as much. But you have to when your kids are minors to an extent. You feel what I'm saying? Because even though your kids can have a cell phone or whatever, there are some decisions that need to be made. So as parents, you have to be cordial. And over time, the cordiality word I just made up, got better. So it really wasn't like a big problem where we just couldn't be around each other without biting each other's heads off and cussing each other out. As a matter of fact, it was never like that, really. You know what I'm saying? It was just, history brings up, stirs up memories. And it's just certain things, you just don't want to do, but you have to do for the child. But yeah, so Kanye West just throwed out crazy baby daddy. And I can understand, like I say, Pete Davidson, he ain't got no kids. What he got to deal with this dude for? You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. That's Kim Kardashian's problem. That's not his problem. So I can understand if he broke it up because of that, because I thought he was crazy. I mean, shoot, to even number one, get with her. And let's be honest, we know he wasn't trying to marry the woman. He just wanted to know about that history, that reputation. You know what I'm saying? Get to feel that reputation, that history. And she said it herself that she just wanted to go and deal with him physically, being off the rebound. And that's something women like to do, like to come out there and say, oh, I ain't got no man now I can go, so I'm gonna do what I want to. And then I'm gonna tell the world what I'm doing, let them know that me not being with him ain't hurting me. Because I'm gonna go out and be with another guy just like that. But that's on the surface. On the inside, you feel like something totally different. You're trying to show the world how strong you are. But guys, but Kanye, I can't use him as an example because again, he's pretty thrown off. But normal guys, you know what I'm saying? We stay low key. We figure out our next plan, our next move, our next financial plan, relationship. May not really be looking for nothing. You can find somebody that's gonna, let you, knock it down, in the meantime. You might do that, keep it low key and all that, you know what I'm saying? Cause, and just cause really when you got kids, when you really care about your children, to me, you don't want your relationship and your personal business like that out in the world a whole lot. Especially because you don't want, because you might date a girl today and y'all break up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You might have a whole bunch of different women before you finally settle down, and you don't want your kids, especially if you got girls, because I had girls, you don't want them to see you with a bunch of different women because you don't want them to think that's the norm for single people. Just like you don't want their mom to have a whole bunch of dudes coming in and out of the house for relationships. One, you got girls, so you got to watch the dude. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have no reason to pull out the steel. Two, you don't want them to think that's the norm to have guys coming in and out your house because when you're single, because kids do as they see, not as they're told. And you don't want that kind of reputation going down to your children. So you try to keep it, for myself, you try to keep it under wraps. And it's called personal life for a reason, because it's personal. They say Johnny Potenza, a Staten Island talk show host who gave Pete his start in TV in February 2010, told The Sun in an exclusive interview The gossip columns claim they both made the agreement to split, but I think Kim had too much baggage for him. She's 20 years older. That's 20. Did I read that wrong? Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe my math is bad. She's 20 years older. She has 4 kids, and she was married to Kanye West, who always making trouble for them. Kanye was picking fights and calling him names. For a man his age, it was childish, a pathetic love drama. Most of the people I know on Staten Island were saying it wouldn't last. Most of the people in the world saying it wouldn't last, tell you the truth. They come from 2 completely different backgrounds. Everyone was shocked when he was dating Kim, who was very classy. What? Everyone was shocked when he was dating Kim, who is a very classy woman. You talking about the same woman who made this video? What? You know what? My bad. That's her past. She's not like that no more. Although she did say she wanted to date him just because of his package. I'm just saying, but she's, but you can be classy. What you do behind the scenes, like I say, in your own private bedroom is your business, and you can still be classy. So I give her that. I let her have that. Pete always lived like a regular guy his age. Pete started dating Kim toward the end of 2021 after the pair appeared together when the reality star hosted SNL. It was announced that they had split up in August this year while Pete was away filming a new movie in Australia. Last week, Kim seemingly dropped a major hint that Pete broke off their romance in a telling post. Well, that shows a little maturity. If she, put it out there. And then again, Pete Davis shows you again the maturity and how men view relationships differently than women. And when I say men, I mean real men, not males, but men. Pete Davidson broke up. He didn't say nothing about why they broke up. And Chris Brown, when him and Rihanna got into it, he never came out and said what happened. People can sit there and try to say that he was abusive, but you don't know what happened in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna, I believe, said that she got a short temper and can flash out at any time. But he never said anything about it. Even when the girl tried to come out and try to sue him and have him, sue him and get him in trouble for like doing something to her, when come to find out he didn't do nothing to her, but he didn't say nothing. Michael B. Jordan ain't came out and said nothing about what happened, why they broke up. But his people are saying that he's the one who broke it up because she just didn't want to get right. So like I say, dudes, most of the time, unless they chatty patties, ain't gonna say nothing about a relationship. They like, hey, it's over, let's be done with it. And it's about a business, because they're not gonna talk about what's going on in the relationship. They're not gonna talk about what broke up relationship. We just don't do that. It just ain't in our nature. But what you think about this story? Fellas, like I say, you can date who you want to, marry who you want to. I'm not gonna be the one to sit here and say, hey, don't ever date or marry a single mother. Never tell you that. But peep the circumstances and the situation and weigh the pros and cons. Period. Women, same thing. Weigh the pros and cons. Because you can have people there are plenty of relationships where people have kids. And look at Ime Udoka. Bad example, but Neil Long's ex-husband said that they all got along like one big family. And there was never no problems. And he said that he felt great, felt fine, and felt blessed that Ime Udoka was in his child's life. So sometimes it works. You know what I'm saying? People do get along and be cordial or what have you. And there's no problems. But again, you have to understand the situation, because you got to make sure that the other parent of that child ain't crazy. Oh, you got to understand that the person that you dating ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or there's there may not be an option or opportunity for them to hook back up. You just gotta protect yourself. Period, point blank. There's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, tell me what you think about the story. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. With that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.